Mastering ISF Filing for Race Equipment. Welcome back to our Customs Brokerage video series. In today's episode, we're going to dive into the topic of Importer Security Filing, ISF, for race equipment. If you're a racing enthusiast or involved in the motorsports industry, this video is for you. Let's get started. Before we begin, it's important to understand what ISF is and why it's necessary. ISF, also known as 10+2, refers to the requirement of transmitting specific information to Customs and Border Protection, CBP, about cargo being imported into the United States. The idea behind ISF is to enhance security by allowing CBP to identify high-risk shipments before they arrive at U.S. ports. Now, when it comes to race equipment, there are a few key points to consider when filing ISF. First and foremost, it's crucial to determine whether your race equipment falls under the definition of vessel equipment. In general, vessel equipment is considered cargo that is necessary for the operation or maintenance of a vessel. This can include tools, spare parts, and, you guessed it, race equipment. Once you've determined that your race equipment qualifies as vessel equipment, the next step is to gather the required information for ISF filing. This includes details such as the seller's name and address, the buyer's name and address, the manufacturer's name and address, a detailed description of the race equipment, and the Harmonized System (HS) code. It's essential to be as accurate and thorough as possible when providing this information, as any errors or omissions could lead to delays in customs clearance or even penalties. This is where an experienced customs brokerage service can be invaluable, as they can guide you through the ISF filing process and ensure all the necessary information is included. Now let's talk about the timing of ISF filing for race equipment. According to CBP regulations, ISF must be filed no later than 24 hours before the cargo is loaded onto the vessel that is transporting it to the U.S. However, keep in mind that different ports may have their own specific requirements and deadlines, so it's always a good idea to check with your customs broker or the specific port authority for accurate information. Additionally, it's worth mentioning that if there are any changes to the ISF information after it has been filed, it's important to update and transmit those changes to CBP as soon as possible. This includes any changes in the shipment's itinerary or vessel, as well as any changes in the race equipment itself. Finally, let's touch on the customs bond requirement. A customs bond is a financial guarantee that ensures compliance with customs regulations and the payment of any potential duties, taxes, or penalties. In the case of race equipment, a continuous bond is typically required for any commercial shipments. This bond can be obtained through a licensed customs broker. It's important to note that the bond amount will vary depending on the value of the race equipment being imported. A customs broker can help determine the appropriate bond amount and assist with obtaining the necessary bond. And there you have it, a comprehensive guide on how to file ISF for race equipment. Remember, accuracy and timeliness are key when it comes to ISF filing. If you're unsure about any aspect of the process, it's always best to seek the assistance of a qualified customs brokerage service to ensure a smooth and efficient importation of your race equipment. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you found this video informative and helpful. Be sure to stay tuned for more episodes of our Customs Brokerage series, where we'll continue to explore various topics related to international trade. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to be notified of our upcoming videos. Disclaimer note below. Until next time, happy racing!